Hello everybody, welcome on in. How's everybody doing today? Today we're going to be playing something a little new, something a little fresh. Some good old-fashioned vintage story. Literally and figuratively. So the other day, I was looking at my my recommended feed on YouTube, and one of the things that popped up was an old video from my watch later of another creator that I knew who was playing Skyblock. And I'm like, wow, that video is from a long while ago. And man, I wonder if I could do that in Vintage Story. So I looked up, of course, Vintage Story Skyblock, finding cool videos. And one of the things I found was there was a way to do Skyblock, but everybody would always say, oh, it needs mods. You're going to play modded, just all that sort of thing. And then I got to thinking, what if we made it possible to do Vintage Story without mods? What would that look like, and how would that play? So I thought to myself, why not make it? So I started making my own little Vintage Story Skyblock map. And so far, it's looking good. So let's get right in. If I pull this up here, I've kind of reiterated on it a few times. And I've got two. This is the one where I kind of do testing and stuff on, just to make sure that it actually works. And then this was the first one that I first made. And it was a little rough, needless to say. But if I can grab the latest version from my mod page that I put up, if you want to look it up, it's also, I'm going to set it in the chat here in just a minute. Here we go. So it'll be GDS Vanilla Skyblock on mods.vintagestory/GDS Vanilla Skyblock. Of course, GDS, Goops or Dupes, Vanilla Skyblock. But, yeah. Currently, I'm having some troubles with one of the... If I can pull it up real quick. One of the things that happens is Vanilla, the traders, they, for some reason, are not correctly spawning and respawning. It's been a little weird. So if I can just take this, get rid of it, and we're gonna pull a backup of my own. We'll do this. Refresh that. So this is the one, the world that we're working with right now. And it seems like we just might need to expand the island that the traders spawn on. So, of course, we're going to have to probably time stop this. Let me very quickly. There you go. Pull in a quick copy paste so that not too much time passes while we're working on it. And I should really just make a world that's already paused and then just add stuff as needed. Where's the fun in that, though? It should be fine. Hopefully it loads. Here we go. There we go. Time stopped. All right. Then let's do game mode C. Well, we'll get a good look of the starting island. So currently, we've got starting island. Pretty simple. Looks pretty similar to the old, I think it's 1.6 Skyblock map. Of course, it doesn't have that L, the iconic shape that most Skyblock maps have, but it's for a good reason. One of the things I wanted to do with this is try to give you about as many blocks as you need to make a map, or rather a greenhouse, one greenhouse full, the max size that you possibly can get to of just full farm space. And I calculated that to right about 2 stacks of medium fertility soil. So you've got this starting spawn island, and it is 5 by 3, so 15 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And if I can very quickly pull my calculator up, 15 times 9, that comes out to 135-ish. So minus the 2 stacks that you get, which is 128, you get about 7 blocks of medium fertility soil, and that comes in very handy. The amount of blocks you would need to make the beginning, the word is, I think, basalt? No. Obsidian generator. Actually, we could probably show it off. So if I break this block, so whenever you start off, you're going to want to break right around 5 blocks or so. Of course, you're going to have these 4 cranberry bushes, so you're going to have some cranberries to work with as well, and then some flint. And with that flint, if you break, so we took 5 blocks here, you can jump up 1, and there is a branch, pine branchy leaves right here. So if you break that, it'll drop a stick, a few other ones around here as well. You're going to want to kind of break these, and then once you get the branchy leaves, they'll drop sticks. And then you can get all of this grass that's on the island. And it comes, excuse me, pardon me, sneezes. The grass comes in very handy because you're going to want to make cob. So if you look up the recipe for fertility, medium fertility soil, you can make cob using 5 dried grass and then 4 fertility soil, and that gives you 10 cob. And 10 cob is right around all you need to build the beginnings of the generator. So you'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, and then one more is 5. You'll break this. Of course, once you get a stick, you'll be able to cut the tree down. You're going to want to manually cut down all the branches yourself, because it will not give you all of the possible sticks that you could get if you just cut it down right now. You can actually show that in creative as well. So it won't give you as many as you will probably hope, which is kind of a shame. So once you break all of the logs, I think it gives you right around 12, 13 logs. That's pretty good enough to get you started, at least to make a starting campfire. But once you break the tree down, you can come over, pillar up a little bit, and then with 10 cob, you'd want to build something out like so. So you'll build out like this. Of course, you'll then break these blocks here. Break this one. There. And right around there. There we go. And then you'll go, let's see if I can't remember. You'll go down, back to the ground, break these blocks here. And then these are your 2 blocks that are going to be very helpful. The reason why we keep these 4 holes here is if we take a water bucket of, let's just do regular water because any other water won't work. You could get 4 water buckets right here, and this comes in really handy for, I guess the lava is right here anyways, for the lava. And the lava you'll just put right on top like so, and that'll give you obsidian. So if you're very quick with it, and then these of course will all be cob up here. If you're right here and you get soil in your hand, you'll have right around, I think it's 1 cob left over, or a few at least. You'll have 1 cob in your hands, and then if you just look up, you'll break and place. You'll just break, place. Because if you don't place that block back, it'll grow to 2 blocks long. And then it will do all sorts of jank. So, if you only do 1, it'll do 1, and then you can continue breaking like such. That'll give you enough obsidian rock to make your way over. I guess I won't show it here. But once you build out that obsidian rock, you could build out right around to this trader island. And this is the part that kind of stands off from some of the other maps I've seen. You actually will have an island dedicated to traders. You can also hear them. Build all the way over here. And if I open this door, you'll see we have one of the 9, each one of the 9 trader types. And with that stack of 16 rusty gears that you can get from the starter chest, if I can walk a little closer, I'm surprised I can reach that far, you can get 16 rusty gears, come right up to, not the treasure hunter, that's the agriculture, commodities, I think it's clothing, survival goods, here we go. So they're a little loud. But if you come right up to the trader for... No, where'd he go? This one? Furniture. This one, yes. Hubert, the survival goods supplier. You can buy a 10 bronze pickaxe for 10 gears. And this is the thing that you'll be able to do. This is your first source of pickaxes and probably your only source for at least a long while. Because without it, and you're going to want to save these rusty gears for later, because you can make loops and stuff. This 10 bronze pickaxe will be the way you're able to break these obsidian rocks to get obsidian stones. And that'll give you your starting gear, starting tools, the hoe that you need to till ground, and kickstart your way from there. Sometimes you'll see, or at least the one video that I've seen, there's a creator I can't remember the name of. I can look it up real quick also. He made a 100 days, let's see, oscilloscape on YouTube. If I can copy this link right here. Oscilloscape on YouTube has a 100 days video that he put out. There we are. And in that top left corner, you'll see it as well. He put a very good tutorial out talking about this starting contraption, which is the generator, and then also kind of going into the beginnings. In his video, he has a copper pickaxe right here in the starting chest. We can just immediately go and buy one from the trader. And then the traders will be this pretty much the only source of metal that we'll have. So tools that from the survival goods trader you'll be able to buy with rusty gears, and you'll definitely want to get some sort of a rusty gear farm as one of your starting tools, because you only have so much, I should say, time before these pumpkins go bad. And if I could, I don't know how to pull my crafting inventory up, but these pumpkins, the reason that they're here is, one, to give you pumpkin seeds, and pumpkins are one of the best crops, especially for the spooky season that this stream is going for right now. And then sunflower seeds as well. Sunflowers, it's impossible to get in a skyblock world, and out of the warm biome seeds, plants, they are the ones that can manage for the lowest temperature, and they're also one of the best. They take compost, and they take 17 days to grow, 40 nutrient consumption, but you can make a bunch of compost, and you'll pretty much be set. You'll be wanting to get a compost farm anyways, because that is your only way of getting more terra preta. So if I can pull this up, you need to be able to get bone meal, which of course you can get from bones by getting animals in the wild, and then powdered charcoal, of course, charcoal. You get a quern, all that fun stuff. All of these you'll be able to get by getting a chisel. I don't know if I haven't checked to double check, I should say, if you'll be able to get a chisel. But I'm pretty sure you can make a furnace. Nope. You are able to heat up the ingots that you can get from one of the traders with charcoal, of course. And using that, you can also buy a hammer and make your first set of tools using the rusty gears that you'll get. And yes, it's a very rare drop, but if you played Skyblock, rare drops are your bread and butter, especially when it comes to wandering traders and getting foxes to spawn with emeralds. It's a whole thing. I also gave 16 cattail roots. They're not required, but it does give you a very starting, like a early game source of getting storage. You'll need them to make like leather backpacks, and quite a few other things. One of those being like torches and baskets that you need for trapping small animals, and that's your only way, pretty much only way, of getting animals to breed eventually. And then that'll be your good source of bones. But then, of course, ink and quill, just for fun. There's really no reason for me to add it, aside from it'd be nice to have. And then also a wild beehive. Now, the thing with bees is the only way you can get bees is by setting a skep down next to a beehive. And so that's how you get more bees, is through having a skep, the population of the beehive growing, and then that overflow will just find the nearest skep. And which is the other reason we have cattails, is to make those skeps, because then we wouldn't be able to even use these bees. So we have cattails to make skeps so that we can make the beehive. And then honey is just a great source all around. The cranberry bushes that you get from the starting island, I've only given 4. I might increase this or make it so that the chest has them instead of the island. But it's a good way to get jam, and which is great food preservation. It's all around pretty good. Of course, you've got your classics of lava and bucket, and I think this is what, if you'd like to make your own, this is what I would put in the starting chest. I might increase the rusty gear amount to 32 just to kind of get you a little more purchasing power, especially because I think that trader has another set of items. Let's see, what was his name? Hubert? Come here, Hubert. He does also have an axe, and he does have linen sacks. So he does... Oh yeah, you could buy linen sacks from him. Yeah, actually that'd be even better. If I could increase that, I think I will. So by next patch, I'll increase the amount of rusty gears that you get, just to give you a little more leeway. Hay bed, you don't really need it, but it is nice to have. And then, of course, you got your longbow, which is your would be really insane to have as a good starting point. And yeah. Well, before they get too loud, I'm quite fond of the Skyblock experience. I don't know what happened to my old Skyblock world, but man, it's been a long time, and it's nice to see that you can still kind of do the challenge in Vintage Story, which is a big reason why some people, I think, would kind of play Vintage Story, is how similar it is, especially blocky at this point. Not sure how much that'll change in future updates, but how much of a similarity it is to Minecraft, but also so separate. I mean, other block game. But the only issue that I've found currently, this is version 0.0.4, 0.0.4, I guess I should say, is these traders, if they don't stand in the bounding box of their spawn area, which is just below here, if I can maneuver my way around them, you'll see that there is a small... Hi, buddy. There's a small gap right in these 9 blocks where, if I could press it real quick, at 4, you'll see that I've got the spawners right underneath the floor here. And if I hold Alt, I only have this very small amount of space for the traders to spawn at, which is a little bit rough, because if they're out of the area, and I come over here, and I change the time of day to a little later, few days pass, and now we've got not even 2 days passed, and now there's all of these traders right here. So that is a little rough, especially later as time continues to pass. You kind of just get more and more and more, and then they're too many to handle. So I'm going to definitely change this. The bounding box, I think I just need to increase the size. Hopefully that is the reason why that they spawn. If I can, very quickly, I'll break the floor out underneath all of them, and then they'll just pretty much immediately fall. And something funny you can do... Oh, I actually broke one of the blocks. Is you, I found it's a very easy, simple way of, getting rid of quite a few of unnecessary traders. Is they'll walk towards you, which is a good way to get them away from where they're at currently. But if you need to get rid of a bunch of traders all at once, you can also just have them walk towards you. So if let me see if I can move this one right here. Okay. Here we are. And then we'll break these blocks here. There we go. There we are. Alright. So let's build this block again. This was the clothing trader, correct? Yes. So we'll put this back to the building trader. So hopefully, artisan, building materials, clothing, commodities. Oh, a little bit further down. So we'll put this to it's clothing, furniture is that one. So the one after furniture, I should say. Okay, furniture, luxuries. Yes. Oh, not both of them. Only one. And save. There we go. Furniture, luxuries, survival goods, treasure. Nice. So let's extend the size of these areas. Not 0, not 1. Here we go. So that's about here. And we just want it inside of the house. There we go. And then we'll click off, bring this over to this wall here. Here we go. And we kind of just rinse and repeat. And then we'll do -2. And 2, and then we go 1, 2, 3. There we go. So it's all a connection. So this first row is -3 and 2. That hits the walls. 1, 2, 3, and 2. There we go. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 1, 2, 3. And then it's 3, 3. Okay. Pull that over to there. Okay. So it's a combination of 5. 1, and then we'll do 1, 2, 3. Nice. -3, 2, 2. Okay, so then we'll do 2, 3. Ooh. There we go, and there we go. So this one is also -1. This one is also 4. So this one is -2, this one's +2. And I'll put that to 3 and 2. There we go. And 2, and then we'll put this 2. Nice. And these should all look about the same now. Okay, so they're all spawning within this 5x5 area, which is good because I can wall this off. perfectly. And hopefully it fixes the problem. So now, change the time of day. And they all died. Why did they all die? And why are they all dying? So now that is a bit of a conundrum. I don't know why they're dying. And why they're still spawning. Okay. Let's see. Max concurrent entities to spawn. Oh. So that's a slowly recharge. Begin spawning. So now I'm a little lost. How do these spawner configs work? Because I only want one to spawn, and I don't want them. I don't want them to keep spawning. Okay, you know what I can do? If I take Magic Wand, and let's go in here, we'll use a select tool. And we'll just grab, actually this corner, and then right below in this corner. There we go. All right. So we can just probably move this whole thing out. That worked. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Place. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Place. How many are there? Oh. So that's a bit of a pickle. East. Okay, move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Place. So now, east. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. East. Place. There we go. So they're duplicating still. It's so strange. And it's not because... Thankfully, we don't have to worry about them standing on furniture. So we can just cut them right out the bottom of this house. Oops, sorry, bud. Okay. Oh, and we lost one. That's okay. We can just... So this one should be -3, 2. There we go. All right, and then this one is the first one. So we just click here, click on agriculture, get rid of clothing trader, and save. There we go. So we don't want them to spawn absolutely every day. because that would be pretty bad. And that's what we'll be doing today, is figuring out when the world went wrong. It's so odd. Perhaps I can get a new face on the stream to kind of help me out a little bit. Maybe even someone who's more familiar with these. So maximum player range. Ignore player. Spawn interval, in-game hours. Max concurrent entities to spawn. In-game hours. We should probably crank this up to maybe 240. And that way, even if they do despawn, yeah, that will definitely help. Okay. So now that they'll all spawn here... Oh, wait. And they're all still spawning... they're not still spawning. I was thinking they were spawning over here for some reason. But I think that's just from me moving stuff around. Clicking the move button. Making duplicates instead. Actually getting rid of them. How is this staying on? Alright, get out of here, traitor. And this one as well. There we are. So, Now, if I do... Now, why did they get duplicated? Delete. Okay. So... yeah, they're instantly dying. They're definitely instantly dying. And they're still spawning more. They're definitely still spawning more. Why are they doing that? So, That's a bit of a pickle. And we're gonna want to put this door on the other side. But, and they're still spawning. Even as far as through the wall. Yeah, look at all of those. So if we very quickly, 1, 2, 3, that was a lot. And that got spawned in a wall. So they spawn, Let's see what's up. So traders respawn at their cart after a few days, correct? So if we have it, oh, spawns one entity, then removes block. Treasure hunter trader. Okay, wait. Idea. So I gotta put it one below, so that it actually spawns. Spawns one and then removes block. I think there's something here. I think I know what it is. I don't think traders use these spawner blocks whenever they're in the cart. I think they spawn and then when they die, they just set their spawn again. Maybe I'm going crazy. Maybe I'm wrong. Who knows? Okay, well, let's see. I want to see something. If we break every single block within this area, delete, removes 100 blocks. What? Wait, whoa. 100 blocks removed. Oh, there are hidden blocks for these. No, because it's... Maybe there is something in there. Hello. Delete. 100 blocks and 0. Okay, it's 5 by 5 room. There's 4 levels to this, so there's 100 blocks in this room. Okay. And so if we fast forward time, and they died. Delete. Delete. And why do they keep dying? Why do so many of them keep dying? Just instant. Delete. Okay, yes, I'm aware that there's a storm. So you're still alive. I don't know why this is. So they're spawning in fine. Look at all these. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Right? I think I fixed something, but I don't know what it is. Yeah, so I fixed something, but I don't know what. That's very, very weird that it does that, though. Okay, let's change it back to daytime. So, well, something's working, and there's only a specific amount in here, and it's the 9. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this worked, and now it's fine? If I push this guy off an edge. Oh, right, I got it. Bye-bye. Alright, so now... What in the world? What is down here? What is happening? So I think I actually... Whenever a trader dies, its respawn point is set. And it respawns in that same spot after a specific amount of days. I think... And this is the same 9, right? No. Why are there one more? Who? What? Okay, now I'm lost. Okay, now they're spawning in from nowhere. Oh, you know what it probably is. Yeah. I don't know what these guys are, but I know for sure that whenever they die, they... So, okay. I think what I need to do is... I think I know what to do. So if I get rid of absolutely everything in my inventory, and we'll grab one of each type of block. Oh well, I guess we should do it in order first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. And then, through testing, I have a theory that they'll just respawn. Yep. So every time I had a feeling that that was the case. Whenever a trader dies, they have a set spawn point. Namely, here. And they will respawn when they come back. So, all we need to do is rebuild this entire side of the trade island. Fill it back again with blocks. Set these to be max count of 1 to break after they're built. And then the traders will respawn on their own. Currently, I can't see the entities of where these traders are spawning at. But you can obviously see by the flow of all of these traders that this current house is haunted. That's very funny that they have a tendency to do that. It's almost like their bodies act, when they die, act as a spawn point. Which all that means is we need to pull all of these blocks and put them somewhere else. So if I come over here, I bet, you know, come here. I have something I need to try. Stand back by just right. I'll come over here. If I kill you, we pull out the mod, admin blade, the ultimate durability blade. Insta kill both of these. We're gonna put dirt blocks, pack dirt right here, and move this guy to be a little bit this way. Right about there. Pull our magic wand out again. And then bibbity boppity boo. These two entities removed. So now, in theory, if I fast forward time, they should not respawn. And I think they're still respawning. It looks like they are. That was a guy that I walked off of the edge. So if I extend it to here, if I pull my magic wand out again, magic wand. And then I just delete these entities. If I fast forward time, so that means I will not be able to get rid of these once they are in the file. Well, actually, if I fast forward through time a few times. Okay, so we are able to get rid of the entity data. It just means that we need to delete all of this info. Okay, which shouldn't be too hard. If I just do that here, nope, here and there, and we'll put our magic wand out. Magic wand, magic wand. There and there. We should be able to just fill. There you go. And if we fast forward through time, we can see where all of the traders were at one point and where they should not be after. So let's see. So I should be able to world edit /world edit 1 and then we2, and then we'll just fill this area in. Come back. Yes, there we go. So these are all of the traders that I've mistakenly killed quite a few times. And we're just gonna see if doing this over and over again, deleting all these entities, does anything. Grow selection up. Delete. 47 entities. That makes a lot of sense. Fill. Come back a little bit. So they're not continuously respawning. It's more so that they are just coming back to life. Where are they? Where are the other ones? Aha! Okay, so that means if I shrink selection up and I fill here and I come back in time, no more spawning. Nice. Okay. Okay, wait. I need to... There we go. Okay. So I just need to break all these blocks. It was my mistake to think that we needed to keep the meta blocks here. Turns out we do not. It is unneeded, and it was a mistake to even think that. So if I pull out my magic wand, right here and right on here, we just need to delete everything right here. There we go. So now, perfect. There we go. So, skipping forward through time works like a charm. We are set. So this is the good template. My guess is that my previous template was not working. That is probably what I needed to change. Which means these guys down here... What are you? Zero. Aha. Okay, so let's come back a little bit. There is a little straggler somewhere. I can see him. I don't know where he is, though. There he is. Okay. So it seems to be spawning right there. And you can see him too. So whenever it comes back in time a little bit, if I switch the time, let's see if I can't find out where he spawns at. Right there. I'm so glad I caught this. I was wondering, I was going crazy, to be honest. So whenever you're spawning traders, make sure that you're using the meta spawner and doing break block, because they will continuously respawn at their death point. Now, where does he spawn? Oh, there he is. Okay. So now I just need to do this and that, and then we need to grow this up. Shrink it up, and then we'll just delete. So now, grow selection down, shrink selection up, fill with this block, and no longer should that treasure hunter spawn. All right, so it worked. Okay, so we'll just delete all these. We're going to very quickly delete all these, and then we'll just do this. Aged polished rock. Love me some polished rock. And now my dogs are barking. We'll do this. We'll extend this out by just a smidge. And then we'll fill the entire area with this block. And we'll just carve out what we need. So it's very, very funny that that was that was the case. My guess is that the block that maybe the block that I used is it would just spawn traders in. And that looks like it's good. If I just set it down here, let's double check that I've got in the right order. Selection up. Okay. So then we've got to extend this out here. Okay. Cool. All right. Then we put that there, put that there. Double check everything is in frame. Perfect, perfect. And then we'll just kind of leave it as... yeah, we'll give it a little bit of an area. And that should be all right. There we go. So then we can... No, I guess we do need that top part. We'll just save it as this. We are going to want to, very quickly, now that I know what to do, put one of each trader type in this box. We'll do it here, 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 and... Oh, we're gonna want to change this one. Furniture trader. We'll do this to... Who's the last one? Treasure hunter. Furniture, get rid of that one. Save. Copy this. Nope. Copy this. Put it here. And this one should be treasure hunter. There we go. And this one will switch back to, I think it's... Ah, well, now I can't remember. But now we should have one of each trader. 1, 2, 3. And just to be safe, let's make sure none of them fall into the void. Cool. Okay. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we will just manually get rid of this set again, because we are going to want to restart. Manual choice. Okay. Right here. Get our magic wand out again. It's a shame that it does this. It also works amazing, but it's a little rough that it does that. Let's double check. Make sure nothing spawns, nothing spawns, nothing spawns. Perfect. There we go. Okay. So now, and we just fill in this area. Oh, fill in this area. Nice. And, ooh. Well, let's see. I should double check that nothing else wants to spawn. So we will extend it down to here. There we go. Let's delete the bottom of the house. Shrink selection down. Fill it with this. Oh, actually, I should. And then we'll shrink selection up and fill. Nice. Nope. Fill. Nice. Okay. Very cool, very cool. All right. So now it properly will respawn the dudes. Let's also grab this torch holder just so that we have one inside as well. That's one of the things that I wanted to add to make sure that you have a constant light source. Torch holders are superb in that margin. I was debating on whether or not to add a candelabra, but I felt like that would be just a little bit overkill. So now, if I will type in a meta spawner, this right here, and we'll do this one there, and we'll add it all in pretty much right here. There we go. Okay, so now these will be, well, I guess we should probably change the dimensions of this one. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0. 1, 0, 1. These are 0. Okay. 0, 0, 0, and 3. Begin spawning only after imported. Max of 1. And where's that button? Begin spawning after imported. Max concurrent entities. Entities to spawn. There is, where's that toggle for? Aha, okay. Delete. Oh, then spawn this many entities, then remove block. There we go. Oh, okay. So I was thinking that this would just keep spawning them, or once they spawn, they would just get deleted. Spawn this many entities, then remove block. Make sure this is at 1. Okay. All right. All right. There we go. It works. Okay, so we'll just put this to be right here. We'll save it like so. And then we'll do begin spawning after imported. Save. Clothing trader spawns. Nice. Deletes the block. Very cool. I should probably have changed that to not delete yet, because we're going to have to redo that all over again. But now it's gone. So now, when this trader dies, if I pull out the admin blade, boom, and he's dead. Cool. Time of day, go through time, and he respawns. Perfect. That is exactly what I want to see. So now, begin spawning only after being imported. Don't slowly recharge. Spawn 1 entities. Only spawn 1 concurrent entity. 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1. So if we do artisan trader, spawning after imported, yes, save, copy this, get rid of it, save. Sweet, okay. So he'll still spawn in, perfect. Save, okay. So if we do this, save, copy here, get rid of these. This is going to be all we really need. 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1. I guess we could also just do 0, 0, 0. Well, just to be safe, we'll stick it with 1. Across the top. Begin spawning only after imported. Put these right here. And these guys do need to die. Magic wand? I already have one. Nice. Okay, and then we just delete. Perfect. That here. Artisan trader. What do we want? Yes, we'll stick with this. There is going to be the off chance that a survival trader will not have a pickaxe. I'm realizing this now. And I kind of want to make sure we do have one. Oh. So, here's the thing. If I put this here, let's move this up 1 place. Oh, hello? We're gonna... Okay, let me reset this real quick. Why are they spawning here? Is it because I'm not on the right thing? I think it is select. The move tool is also not correct. And place. Okay, we'll just break that. Okay. And then we will just select tool and clear. There we go. Because I want to put, or we gotta redecorate. So what all should we put in this spot here? I think we should do some aged logs. We'll give them a stack of aged firewood, is the word? Yes. Aged firewood. And then we will take these 5 logs back out. All right, so let's double check that these are going to be the right traders. Building. Materials. And then clothing. Commodities. Get rid of artisan. Furniture. Perfect. Furniture, let's see. Is it right here? Luxuries. Perfect. furniture, luxuries, and then this one will be okay. I think I'm missing one. So this one's supposed to be luxuries. Oh, they're all off by one. Okay, that's all right. Luxuries, this one will be survival goods, and the last one will be treasure hunter. And treasure hunter. There we go. And save. This one, I need to change it to, come here, agriculture. There we go. All right, so if I get this correct, so we got to put this one at the beginning here. Agriculture, which is this one. Get rid of that. Luxuries. So it's agriculture, artisan, building, clothing. Put that right here. Perfect. And then we'll put the luxuries trader right here. So it should be agriculture, artisan, building, clothing, commodities, furniture, luxuries, building, clothing, commodities, furniture. Yes, luxuries, survival goods, treasure hunter. Agriculture, artisan, building materials, clothing, commodities, furniture, luxuries, survival goods, treasure hunter. All right, perfect. Okay, I was a little confused for a second. All right, and then we just need to move these. Oh. And then we need to move west. Perfect. Perfect. All right. And then we can get rid of these. Perfect. All right. Very, very nice. Select tool, clear the current selection. All right. Okay. And then we can rebuild. Just give right around about a stack and a half. Well, no, a little more than that. A good amount. And then we'll grab an aged, if I can find it, aged short bed. Nope. Unusable clutter. Can you still sleep in it? No. Bed. We'll do aged. Let's see. Oh, we can grab this crude boat ore. I remember putting this by the door for lore purposes. And then we did have an aged shelf. Unusable clutter because it's clutter, I guess. Well, aged. I wish I could get rid of the clutter parts. Aged torch holder. I bet lower on the list we'll find stuff that is not clutter. Yes, indeed. Okay. Aged reed chest. We'll put that right here, and then let's put the rusty gears here. Rusty gears. There we go. we'll put 32 because that gives a little bit of leeway. In terms of where everything can go. And we'll just grab half of this. There we go. That should be about right. And then, why not a rusty gear amulet as well? Well, no. Is there any? Are you able to craft these? I don't think you can. Medallion. Okay, never mind. What would we put in this extra little chest? I guess we could put some rot? We could put quite a bit of rot, maybe 30, 32? Oh, did not mean to do that. Oh, there we go. Let's just grab. And then, wow, look at all these shield types. Holy cow. I didn't realize there's so many colors. Alright. So what is something that would be hard to get? Prototype. Flying? How do you get glider schematics? Parchment. By crafting scraped hide. Yeah, I think we should put a single glider schematic. That would be really funny. Yeah, okay. Let's see. Not butterflies. That would be a little too far. Okay. We're gonna want to find a bed. Aged bed. Aged wooden bed. Okay. Aged wooden bed. There we go. And what else could we do? I guess we could put the shelves up there. Shelves. Ruined shelves. Yeah, that looks about right. And then what else? Aged. I like the aged look. There's so many of these items that look just great, to be honest. Aged treasure chest. Oh, we could do that instead. Aged owl treasure chest. Purchased by. Oh. I did not know that they could buy these. yeah, we'll put some stuff in there as well. Let's see. Shelf. Is there any more shelves that we could use? Aged bookshelf. Aged books. Bookshelf. Aged bookshelf. Bookshelf. Filled randomized. Empty randomized. So we want to grab a one-sided. Aged wooden chest. Aged firewood. Ah, there we go. Bookshelves. There we are. And then we'll put them up against probably this wall. Book. Okay, wait. Aged. Oh, I get it. And we'll put... I'm so glad that we can do this. Oh, come on. Ah, man. Okay, aged. Grab another book, maybe dark gray, and then another one, dark green. Put them kind of in a random order. Orange, and then we'll also grab maybe an gray, brick red, and then dark olive. Okay, very cool. All right, and then let's see, what else do we have that we can put together? Maybe a lectern? No. It's all clutter, so... Aged irregular gray bricks. Cassia? Very... What in the world? Do we want to get an armor stand? Error, cannot place armor stand. Okay, never mind. Oh, okay, wait. Oops. In-game error, cannot place. Okay. That's a little weird. Maybe we don't use that armor stand. What other aged items could we use? That's just clutter. Elevator platform. Track, rack, stairs, planks, path, log. Ooh, crate. No. What could we put? bricks. Empty things, all the things. Anvil thing? Ooh, I guess we could do this one. But what would we even put in it? Nah, that doesn't look very lived in. I guess we could do here. Then match the bookshelf. Put that right there. Where'd all the books go? Where did all the books go? Oh, did I pick them up? Oh, I picked them up. I picked them up and they went into my fake inventory. Ah, I see. Yeah, let's give at least one crate, and then that gives a little more space. A little more leeway. Doesn't want this to feel too terribly unlived in. So we'll do table. There's an aged table. Chair. We gotta get a good looking chair. Crude chair. Aged chair. Nice, nice, nice. Love me some aged memorabilia. That should be good enough. And maybe another one. I think that should be good, actually. Yeah, that looks about right. Add another torch just for old time's sake. And because the last thing we want is drifter spawns in here. And yeah, I think that's about it. Yeah, well, I feel like we could get something on this wall. Aged. Maybe a skull up on the wall. Wall, like a hanging ornament. Wall hook. Empty rack. Arm rack? Ruined suit, ruined mask? Hanging ruined sensor. Oh yeah, we do that. That can look good off of the wall. Maybe... I bet it stinks to high heaven up here if it's all those... all the traders. Yeah, that's probably good. And then carpet. Is there like a floor decor? Anything I can add on the ground? We'll do orange, brown, dark green. Oh, right, we're gonna put that bookshelf up. Where'd that bookshelf go? Aged bookshelf. Honestly, it would go pretty good right here. And then put these books on it, I guess. I'm glad I copy-pasted it. Dark gray. Cherry red. Brick red. Dark beige. Olive. And then gray. Wait. I just thought of something really, really funny. That'd be really bad. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Is there a aged? Let's grab another bookshelf, maybe. Is there another bookshelf? Is there? Oh. Aged? No. No, there's only this one. Okay. Yeah, I think that should be fine. Let me just double check things real quick. Put that right there. Put that there. And maybe there's a bookshelf that I could do. Maybe this one, this one. Oh man, I don't know what can go on shelves. Can these go on shelves? Oh, no. What can be displayed on a shelf? Okay, let's just go back to aged. Let's see. Yeah, no, I think this is good. This looks great. Orange aged brown book. Bookshelf, bookshelf. Is there blue? Is there blue that I could use? There's like a purple orange. Yeah, purple orange works. And let's see. I've already got dark gray. Do I have cherry red and brick red? Yes, they are the ones I'm immediately looking at. Okay. Aged. Gray, purple, orange, olive, dark beige, dark. There's another one, orange brown. I have orange brown. Do I have dark beige? I do not. Okay, yep, that's the closest I'm gonna be able to get. Oh my gosh. Sorry, I'm not talking. Oh crap, I'm at loss for words. I think that's good though. That looks great. Yeah. Okay. All right. So we will probably call it off there. Maybe we can get a painting? Painting? Small painting? A little tiny one? No. I don't think there's any, like, wall art I could hang. Yeah, I'm gonna guess that's the case. Aged. Oh man, what could I use? As like... Oh. Square antler mount. Oh, water. Oh, wait. Yeah. I can't even see them. Hello? I guess we'll do antlers. Okay, what's the largest? Largest I can do. Aged wall. We'll do that. There we go. That gets out a lot. Pile of aged books. Now, what was that antler mount? What was it called? It was the antler mount. It was called an antler mount. Okay. Diamond antler mount. rusty tooth rail, piping, machinery, levers, all sorts of stuff. And then we'll just do that. Ooh, you know what? Oh, that's not what I meant to do. That's fine. And then we'll put the diamond antler mount here. And then you're confused, like, why is there an ore? And marsh deer. Okay. Marsh. And then you're like, what? That's so confusing. The lore implications go crazy. Then soak. Let's do soaked. Cassava? What? Oh. That's cool. Okay. And then probably last ones we'll probably do for the day. If y'all have any recommendations, it may be greatly appreciated. I think for now we're looking pretty good. Yeah, that seems about it. I don't want to add too much that like is a little off track, I should say. Especially since we also need to copy and paste this into a new world. Because we've been in this one for quite some time. It is already year 2. And we're gonna need to copy and paste all this. Double check. Only one, beginning spawning only after being imported. Slowly recharge before spawning more entities. Okay. Ignore player. All right. And this is good. This looks great. I'm pretty proud of this. We'll just right click. Oh, left click, right click. Right click for first part. And then we'll break that. Come around here to the back side. Oh, build up just a tad. Come over here for the other side. And then this looks great. I am very, very proud of this. I am so glad that we got it fixed and working and surprisingly not bad. Let's double check that no traders spawn. Oh, of course. We'll just very quickly come over here to the import files. So we've got it as Skyblock Trade Island. So we can save this as world edit. Let's do help we. We are going to want to get, we're going to want to export this, and I'm trying to remember how to do that. Resolve meta, import, generate, gaslight, export. Okay, here we go. We EXPC Trade Island. Ooh, I'm already getting confused again. What is he called again? Skyblock Trade Island. Skyblock Trade Island. was 0.0.5. Accept. There we go. So we've got our box right here that's full of some rot and that. There we go. Okay. Then we'll come back over here. Ooh. Well, first off, let's save and leave. We gotta fix this starting island again. Vintage story data. Delete that one. Vintage story, backup saves. Copy. And then we should be able to get this one here. And then we'll save this as 0.5. There we go, 0.5. And now we just need to do time stop in another tab while we're opening this. Copy this to our copy and paste. Okay. Okay. Wait for this to load. Okay. So we got it to 802, and that's fine. Let's do let's do this. We're gonna grab out the rusty gears. We're gonna chuck them outside. Oh, here we go. Chuck them outside. Game mode C. There we go. Perfect. And then we got a magic wand. Magic wand. This here. Oh. Select tool on. And we'll come up here. We 2. We're going to shrink. Oh, grow down. Shrink up. And then we gotta shrink. Grow selection east. Oh, okay. Shrink selection west. Oh, grow selection west. I always forget that you gotta do it in the right order. And grow selection east. Perfect. Perfect. And then we will shrink north. Grow selection north. Shrink south. Oh, grow south. Okay, so we did it in the wrong direction. That is okay. There we go. And then we can just break this. And now we've got our new one. So now the question is, do we put something new in this chest spot? We've already got an ink and quill. We got our beehive. We got our pumpkins, sunflowers, cattails. Do we want to do papyrus? I don't think there's any difference between the two. But how do you get more bamboo? That is... Actually, I want to figure that out. Bamboo saplings. Oh, it's like a tree. Bundle of bamboo stakes. Okay. Well then, let's do brown bamboo saplings. And then we'll do 16, 8, 4, 1. Perfect. How many pumpkins can we hold at once? Only that many. Perfect. Okay. And then pumpkin seeds, of course. We want to keep the regular pumpkins because that can give you 32 pumpkin seeds. Correct. Correct. Ingredient 4. No, that will give you 1. So now you have to debate whether or not to do pumpkin slices. Oh gosh. Ooh, okay. Yeah, I don't think you can get bamboo from anywhere else. That is a shame. Which is kind of sad because bamboo has the best one in the game for it. Okay, okay. All right. Close handbook. Let's grab something from here. Is there anything we could put in its place? 8. If you break it, will it break, you know? No, I think we'll chest. Obtained by breaking a basket trap. Yeah, I think we're good. I think this is great. This starting chest looks banging. The starting island, awesome. I don't think there would be anything else I would add. Yeah. Yeah, I think we're good. There's like a whole bunch of items too, is the thing. I might add a copper. I might add a copper chisel. Yes, maybe. Well, if I look up traders in the wiki, and that might be the thing that we need to double check that trading in Vintage Story can give you a chisel. Trading, Vintage Story. Chisel? Hammer? Yes, okay. You can get a hammer, and I think what I'm looking for is a forge, correct? Yes, a forge, yes. Okay, which you get by making cobblestone. Cobblestone is made with a bit of clay, and clay can be bought from traders, which makes this all possible. Nice, okay. Yeah, I think this is great. Let me double check that there is absolutely nothing in this area. So we're going to do /we1. Oh, man. Okay, wait. I got it. Before anything happens, let me just double check that I haven't saved this yet, because we just fixed it. We won, and then we'll do this shrink north, and then grow down. Perfect. Okay. And then we need to /we xpc, export to PC. I think it's import Skyblock Start Island. Skyblock Start Island 0.0.5. Ooh, not the semicolon. Accept. All right. That looks great. Okay. Okay. Now we can come over here. We won. And then we'll come down a little bit, and then /we2. And then we'll just, where's the select tool? There we go. Delete. Get rid of all of it. Just all of it. There we go. And then we do clear. We'll do import. Skyblock Trade Island. Oh, I should double check. TP 0, 100, 100. Perfect. Ooh. There we go. Down. Rotate up. I should be able to go here. Look straight south. Okay, so it's my west. So we go east. West. Oh, right. I'm looking south, so I just gotta go west. And then we go rotate counterclockwise, so it's facing towards me. Go west. And then up. And then north here. Yes? No. Let's go north a few more blocks. So I'm right in the middle. And then place. There we go. Okay, there we go. That looks great. I like that a lot. Okay, and then we'll just do move, disable tool drawing, move. There we go. Nice. Okay. Look at that. That looks nice. Okay. And then we come right back over here. TP 0 right in the center / game mode C and time resume. And oh. almost gave them a free magic wand. Time stopped. That would have been bad. Game mode C, and then we need to do S. S. Time resumed. And save and leave. Perfect! Alright. Well, that's quite enough for today. I will not check if that works, because we are already kind of going over on time. Thank you guys for joining. This has been quite an experience. If you guys want to play this new and updated version of the game, I will have them in the... I will shoot that. You can find the message in the chat of the page. I will be posting it probably on my social media as well. And then we will catch up later on this next adventure. New adventure. That is going to go compressed to a zip file. Alright, copied and pasted. Now let's see. We'll click on back, and alright. We will see if I can do files, add release. Updated version 0.0.5. You will find this now on my new and up-to-date socials. We will continue off in the future. Thank you guys so much for joining. This has been quite a fun time. I did some testing, some bug fixing. We fixed the error that it was giving me before, so next time we start up Skyblock, we should be able to just get right on in. Thank you guys so much for watching, though. I will catch y'all in the next one. Drop a sub if you're on YouTube. Drop a follow if you're on Twitch. Drink water. Stay goopy. See ya!